An extraordinary commotion broke out during the second day of the soundcheck in Madrid, when Taehyung surprisingly pulled up Jungkook's shirt, revealing his perfect six-pack abs. In front of thousands of stunned armies, Taehyung hugged his partner from behind protectively and nearly landed an intimate kiss. Jungkook, caught on camera blushing, only made the entire stadium more hysterical as they were left in awe of his striking physique. This unexpected intimate moment serves as tangible proof to the entire world that they are a true love couple who no longer hesitate to show their affection. The armies in Madrid have officially become historical witnesses to the couple's courage in celebrating their love openly in the middle of a magnificent stage. Every second of that intimacy shattered the stadium's silence and transformed the atmosphere into an ocean of emotion filled with support. The world now has undeniable proof that Taehyung and Jungkook are truly enjoying their beautiful time as a couple who deeply love one another. Hello ARMY and everyone who just joined. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Let's jump straight into today's video topic. Welcome back to VKook. The atmosphere at the BTS concert in Madrid has always held a special magnetism for fans, but no one expected that the second day's soundcheck would become the most emotional chapter in history for armies worldwide. Behind the dim stage lights, thousands of eyes were fixed on Taehyung and Jungkook, who appeared with extraordinary charm. The air in the Madrid stadium seemed to freeze the moment these two stars began to show an interaction that was far more intimate than that of mere bandmates. Amidst the busy crew making technical adjustments, Taehyung spontaneously approached Jungkook with a deep, piercing gaze. Unexpectedly, Taehyung's hand moved swiftly to pull up the shirt Jungkook was wearing, exposing it slightly. In an instant, this bold action revealed Jungkook's sculpted six-pack abs under the stage lights. Hysterical screams immediately shattered the silence of the Madrid stadium, as the armies realized what had just occurred before their eyes. Jungkook's incredibly athletic physique was a sight that left the entire audience stunned and speechless. The commotion seemed to confirm just how immense the influence of the visual and charisma the man possesses while on stage. Taehyung, looking very satisfied with his actions, did not let the moment pass. Affectionately, he immediately hugged Jungkook tightly from behind. The embrace felt warm and protective, as if showing the world that there was no room for anyone else between them at that moment. Jungkook, who usually appears tough and confident in front of the camera, now looked quite shy due to Taehyung's very open display of affection. He could only look down and try to hide his blushing face, yet he allowed Taehyung to keep holding him with such tenderness. This rare moment where Jungkook appeared so vulnerable and gentle made the fans' hearts melt even further. Taehyung's desire to kiss Jungkook in front of thousands of people was also caught on camera. A gesture that clearly showed their closeness went beyond mere friendship. The public witnessing the event became increasingly convinced that the two are truly living a very intense, genuine love story. There was no longer any doubt in the fans' eyes that they are a couple who love each other deeply. The Madrid armies lucky enough to be at the location truly became living witnesses to a love story that is now a hot topic on various social media platforms. Taehyung and Jungkook's courage to show their affection publicly was seen as a form of honesty about feelings they had long kept tightly under wraps. Their interaction on the Madrid stage seemed to be an unspoken message they wanted to convey to the entire world regarding their relationship status. For their loyal supporters, every touch and glance they shared was undeniable proof that Taehyung and Jungkook have chosen to walk together in a sacred romantic bond. Social media was immediately flooded with amateur video recordings capturing every second of the couple's intimacy. Romantic hashtags began to dominate global trends, as fans collectively expressed their happiness to see their beloved idols finally daring to appear as a couple who adore one another. This incident in Madrid provided a new perspective for armies regarding the dynamics of Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship. They are no longer just colleagues supporting each other, but two individuals intoxicated with love, enjoying beautiful moments as a couple who complement each other through thick and thin. It is very rare for us to see the human and romantic side of these two world megastars so clearly in front of the public. Their courage to break conventional boundaries to show affection is a reflection of a couple who are very loyal and honor the commitment they have for each other. In closing, the moment during the Madrid soundcheck will be remembered as one of the most iconic events in the history of Taehyung and Jungkook's love journey. For armies around the world, the intimacy they displayed is a sweet promise proving that behind the magnificent stage lights, there are two souls who have bound themselves to keep loving one another forever. The commotion on stage did not only grab the attention of the ARMYs, but also caused the other BTS members to react in a very interesting way. Jimin, who was standing not far from them, appeared to laugh openly while occasionally shaking his head, as if he were already accustomed to seeing the intense intimacy between Taehyung and Jungkook. He was even seen nudging Namjoon's arm, causing the leader to only offer a small smile while continuing to watch them with a look of understanding, as if realizing that the moment was a private matter that had now become public consumption. Suga, on the other side of the stage, also seemed unable to contain his signature laugh when seeing Jungkook blush in Taehyung's embrace. He deliberately turned his face away for a moment, pretending to be busy checking his microphone, but the corners of his mouth, which kept lifting, showed how much he also felt charmed by the couple's dynamics. The organic reactions from the members made the situation in the stadium feel far more real, as if the entire group truly supports the romantic relationship established between the two. Jin, with his natural mischievous nature, was seen stepping closer as if wanting to tease, but his steps halted when he saw the deep and protective look Taehyung gave Jungkook. He could only give a thumbs up while laughing softly, giving a blessing that was not spoken directly, but was deeply felt by anyone who saw it. This interaction between members proves that behind the romantic relationship they are living, Taehyung and Jungkook receive full support and sincere affection from their big family in BTS. The situation occurring among the members further strengthened the narrative that Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship is no longer a secret to those closest to them. The warmth radiating from the casual interaction of the members in the middle of the soundcheck actually eliminated any tension and replaced it with a very harmonious atmosphere. For thousands of ARMYs who witnessed it, the moment when the other members seemed to let Taehyung and Jungkook be in their own world was the most valid proof that their true love is indeed acknowledged and celebrated by the people who know them best. In the pit area, the atmosphere, which was initially full of excitement in anticipation of the soundcheck, suddenly changed drastically to a tense silence, right at the moment Taehyung pulled on Jungkook's shirt. Thousands of fans in the front rows seemed to lose their breath all at once, transfixed by a sight that felt so personal yet was happening right before their eyes. There was a moment of collective silence for several seconds where the ARMYs seemed to freeze, unable to believe what they were witnessing live on stage. However, the silence did not last long. The next second, an explosion of hysterical screams shattered the atmosphere of the Madrid stadium, creating a roar louder than during their main concert performance. In several spots, groups of fans were seen hugging each other tightly, and many were unable to hold back moved tears because they felt so close to the moment of honesty displayed by their two idols. They felt they were not watching a performance, but rather witnessing a crucial chapter in the love journey of the couple they adore. The look of shock slowly turned into an overwhelming outpouring of support. The ARMYs in the front row were seen constantly raising their phones, trying to capture every detail of the loving interaction, while others kept shouting the name Taekook with explosive enthusiasm. The energy in the stadium suddenly became very emotional. There was an overflowing sense of happiness because finally, Taehyung and Jungkook were no longer hiding their feelings, but were instead celebrating them in such a real and bold way before their loyal witnesses. The atmosphere in the pit truly became a witness to how sincere the fans' support for their relationship is. Not a single person felt disturbed or disappointed. Instead, there was only immense pride in witnessing the courage of the two men. Every scream that shattered the Madrid sky that night seemed to be a collective statement from the ARMYs that they would always be there to support the true love of Taehyung and Jungkook, no matter what happens in the future. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.